one? She's coming at 10? I should have called her this weekend when I knew that you said you were there. So you're in trial
With Judge Fishman.
7, State of Ohio versus Jamie Triplet. We are here for sentencing after the defendant was found guilty by a jury of 5 counts of the indictment. We are here for sentencing on those counts, and those counts are count 2, tampering with evidence, felony of the 3rd degree, count 4, disrupting public services, felony of the 4th degree, count 8, aggravated menacing, misdemeanor of the 1st degree, and counts 9 and 10, both criminal damaging, both misdemeanors of the 2nd degree. My understanding is that you have credit for 13 years and 9 months of that time. And on the 2025 case, you do have 144 days credit, which you will be given. Consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime or to punish the offender, and that consecutive sentences are not disproportionate to the seriousness of the offender's conduct and to the danger the offender poses to the public. I will further find that actually all 3 of these conditions would apply. I will find that the offender did commit these offenses in the 2025 case while under supervision, and that at least 2 of these offenses were committed as part of a course of conduct, and the harm caused was so great or unusual that no single prison term adequately reflects the seriousness of the offender's conduct, as well as the fact that the offender's history of criminal conduct demonstrates that consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime by the offender. Therefore, these sentences for counts 2 and 4 will be served consecutively, and this case will be served consecutively to the underlying case. As I said, you'll be given credit for all the time that you have served to date. I will not impose any fine. The issue of post-release control in the underlying case is a mandatory period of 5 years, I believe, but in this case, the 2025 case, post-release control would be a discretionary period of up to 2 years. So obviously, the mandatory period would override the discretionary period. But post-release control should have been explained to you back at the time, I would imagine, of your judicial release or of your original sentencing. I will go through it just to be sure.
It was, for what it's worth.
Okay, just because it was a 2012 case, and I feel like everything was a little bit different then. So it is a mandatory period for the 2012 case, which means you would come out on the supervision of the parole board, and if you were to violate the terms of that supervision, they can sanction you in different ways, including by sending you back to prison for a shorter period of time. The total of all of those types of sanctions, if there's more than one, when added together, however, can never exceed 1/2 your original prison sentence. Additionally, if you were to commit a new felony offense while under post-release control supervision, when it would be time for you to be sentenced for that new felony, that judge sentencing you would have the option of tacking on to whatever sentence you got for the new felony, and that tacked on or consecutive period would be the greater of 12 months or the amount of time you had left on that period of post-release control supervision. Do you understand how post-release control would work in your case, Mr. Triplet, or your cases?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Any other questions or concerns, Mr. Ahmed?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right.
Nothing on our end. Thank you.
Okay, all right. I will appoint counsel for purposes of the appeal, and I'll notify you of that. The sentence for the 2012 case, as I mentioned earlier, is done on behalf of Judge Heath and with her approval and authority. All right. Anything else? If not, that'll be all. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And